guys, I am Davey, and I'm here with super duper straight dude Phil Fusco, and we are going to share some ass-tastic anal sex techniques in a series that I'm calling Dude, Where's My Hole?
Oh boy.
That was my elbow, it wasn't a fart, if you heard that.
I actually didn't hear that.
So when it comes to hot, juicy, really amazing anal sex,
C-U-M or C-O-M-E-S?
either, girl. It's not merely about what we do, it's how we do it.
Like motion of the ocean type thing?
Well, it's about the process and the setup, and that's what we're going to focus on today, the setup
Like
for
not
really
just going straight into
amazing
it?
anal sex. Yes, girl, just don't stick it right in. But first, a word from our sponsor. For this video, because we are talking about sex, we partnered with LetsGetChecked, who is making healthcare, including sexual healthcare, more accessible to the public through their at-home kit. As men who have sex with men, like getting tested is kind of part of our lives. It's something that we have to do regularly, and LetsGetChecked is making all of that a lot easier. And what's really unique is that they test for everything from HIV to syphilis to gonorrhea and more. Once you get your kit in the mail, you activate the kit, take the samples, and then send the samples back to the lab. You'll get your results in as little as 5 days, so get started at LetsGetChecked.com. So the first tip is compatible buddies. I want you to think of the best, most amazing sex you ever had, like who it was with. I don't just mean the sex that I have with you in my dreams. I mean like real sex, okay? So
Okay.
what made it so special?
Probably just the intensity of it.
She let you in the ass, huh? Is that what you're trying to say?
I plead to the fifth.
So that wasn't really what I was going for. What I meant was that like usually the best sex is with two partners who are both like willing to learn and grow,
Like open-minded.
and experiment with each other. So the first step in having a really good setup for amazing anal sex is finding a compatible partner that's willing to grow and evolve with you.
Yes.
So tip number 2 is finding a safe space. I want you to think back, Phil, to like when you were a little kid and you were like masturbating or like jerking off, like when you're first learning how to do it, you generally probably had to do it like quietly, quickly. You're just doing it in your like mom's bathroom or something. I think that same concerns around privacy, a lot of us carry over those limitations.
Absolutely.
We carry over to as adults. So the idea is finding a space where you can let your hair down, girl. You can really let loose, you can be loud and not have to worry about someone seeing you or hearing you, or be excited that someone can see you or hear you. Sometimes you might not have that at home, but I would say like hot, really good sex is probably worth the like $100 that it costs to get a hotel room.
With the jacuzzi.
Yeah.
That's like $150 at least.
Yeah, that's $150. I don't know about that. Tip number 3 is getting good lube. And as a straight person, this is probably an area that you don't have a lot of experience in because vaginas lubricate themselves. I'm gonna do a whole separate video about lube at some point, but someone once told me, actually I think I might have, a very wise man, I think it actually might have been me, I might have told this to myself, was to get good lube, but use it like it's cheap.
So overuse the lube.
Overuse it, yeah, like
Just
indulge
squirt that
in it.
shit.
Rub it into your body, like rub it on their body, just like.
Then you have a lubey mess.
Yeah, well, it's hot. The point is,
do your hair with the lube.
get good lube, okay? Tip number 4 is to put on some good music. Do you have a song that you like to have sex to?
Marvin Gaye.
Really?
No.
Oh. What do you listen to?
TV's fine.
You just put the TV on?
Yeah, yeah, TV's fine. No need for
You're not being impressed. Well, okay, maybe you make your own musical sounds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do.
You let the sex be the, yeah.
You know, sometimes I actually like to sing.
I'm just gonna pretend he's not here. Okay, it's just you and me. Brad Amberhart, who's the tantric sex coach who worked on these tips with me, he said his favorite song to have sex to, you can find it on YouTube, is called Buddha Bar Budapest. I listened to it, it's actually really good. I think in the comments below, people should share their favorite sex song. Tip number 5 is to practice mutual butt play as foreplay. I got lost in your eyes for a second. So the idea is like, for a second, forget who's the top and the bottom, because every man, even Phil Fusco, can benefit from anal stimulation. So Brad, our tantric sex coach, says before he and his partner each other in the ass, they like to each other in the ass. Yeah. So they lube up their fingers and they press each other's love buttons, which is the prostate.
All right.
And you can actually simultaneously activate each other's prostates in a motion much like this. So tip number 6 is laughter, not poppers. Do you know what poppers are?
I actually do know what poppers are. It's something that smells intense and it gets you a little high.
It's VCR cleaner. Did you know that? Sometimes you'll see it in porn or whatever, but guys will sniff it. And the idea is it's supposed to like get you high. It also opens up your hole. So Brad, our sex coach, was saying that what actually loosens you up, what actually opens you up is laughter. and like the connection that laughter brings. So
watching like a stand-up comedian before the activity?
No, but being like joyful with each other and like expressing that joy and laughing with each other really kind of builds that connection, which opens you up. And then you don't need any chemicals. You can just use this connection to do it.
Well, drugs are bad
Thank
anyway.
you. Yeah.
So.
Are they? Thanks.
They are.
So the point is, make joyful sounds and stop taking yourself and your sex so seriously. So a big thank you to Phil Fusco. I'm gonna put his link down below. And another thank you to LetsGetChecked, who has this innovative testing service that fits everyone's schedule. I actually sent in my kit and samples, and here's an example of what your results could look like through the secure website. And there's even a call nurse function where you can chat with a nurse or a physician. Honestly, it couldn't be easier to see everything that I need. At the end of the day, I love sex. So getting tested is important, but I mean, I don't always have a lot of time, so it's great to get tested when it's convenient for me. So if you guys want to check it out, I'm gonna put the link to LetsGetChecked.com down below. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, more to come.